Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Couples counseling is one of my favorite genre of counseling. You know why? Because it's so fascinating that one single situation is viewed by two people in a completely different manner. So in this video, we thought we will show you the different reasons why couples fight. So we have tried something new this time and I really want to know what you all think about the same in the comment section. You know, you married people are so lucky. You literally stay in the same house. You know, for us it is so difficult to meet. 5 days we are working. Hardly we get 2 days. In that one day I want to go and meet my friends. Only one day we get. In a week, if I think about it, we only go on like 1 or 2 dates. Married life is easy for you. Ayyo. Let him first come home so that we can spend some time, all the time he is working. You also said, no, Monday to Friday you go to work. Yeah, even we also go to work. Saturday and Sunday, we have to take care of his in-laws, his parents, his cousin, his brother, his sister and so many other people. And by the time you get some time for each other and yourself, the day would have been over only. And you're telling 1 or 2 dates. We hardly get 1 or 2 dates in like 6 months, I feel sometimes. What are you saying? We stay in the same house. You know how much work we have. Have you ever thought about all those things? Who will do the dinner? Who will do the dishes? Who will go and get grocery? So many things are there. By the time you finish all those things, no time only. Same house it seems. What nonsense are you talking? Whatever, yeah, you guys are actually very lucky because you're living in the same house. And you know, for birthdays or for our dating anniversaries and everything, he has this time given me a gold ring. And I found it really cute, but in my opinion, I think we could have gone out on a holiday or you know, we could have gone to shopping together. I think that would be more interesting and a more thoughtful gift. I mean, it's just a gold ring. I mean, what do I do with it? You got a gold ring? That's actually a very sweet gesture from his end. I mean, the last proper gift I think that I got was before my marriage only. I mean, after marriage, your priorities kind of changes a little bit. So whenever we save up some money, we often think about buying something useful for the house. So recently for my birthday, he got me a washing machine and trust me, I think that was one of the best gifts that I received because it's so helpful and useful. That was I think one of the sweetest gestures that he did. And you know, we often save a lot of money to buy things for the house. So there's obviously a fight between us whether it was a washing machine or a PS5. But I think both of our priorities was the washing machine. So I think you're lucky and you should really enjoy that, you know, moment wherein they give you gifts because after marriage, I don't think you're going to get any gold ring or anything fancy. Seriously, you guys got a washing machine. Wow, yaar, I mean, you know, recently we went on a vacation and we shopped so much and it was such a nice trip. We had so much of fun and our parents were very chill about it, you know, like I know many people feel that, oh, parents are not understanding and everything, but they kind of allowed us to go on this trip and we had such a nice time and it was really fun. I can't wait to get married because his family is so understanding and so sweet. So yeah, I'm very excited. You went on a vacation. Where did you go? Some nice fancy place you would have gone, no? You know where we went? We went only on some 2-day trip, that too to some temple because my mother-in-law wanted to go over there. Now, if I have to go on a trip with my husband, I have to ask their permission, I have to convince them, then I have to ask my parents. And when I say to them that, hey, I'm going on a trip with my husband, they all are going to make one sulking face saying that, when are you coming to our house? When are you taking us for a trip? I mean, you have to convince every single person that, hey, I'm going on a trip. So you're very lucky right now that you're able to go on a trip and enjoy. And also, the big headache, they will all ask for photos, right? So now you have to send only few photos in the family group. If you send a lot of lovey-dovey pictures over there, that's all. You'll become a scandal and gossip in your family group. So much you have to think. It's like one detective game that you have to do whenever you go on these trips. So you're so lucky. Enjoy your time right now. Don't do all this drama and say that, you're just going on 1 or 2 trips. You're very lucky. Like sometimes I feel like he's too much of a mama's boy. I mean, for everything he has to ask permission from his parents and everything. In my house, it's nothing like that. And I just have to inform my parents that, see, I'm going out, and that's about it. But I sometimes feel in his house they are a little strict. They don't allow him to do what he wants to do. See, after marriage, everything changes. When you're dating, you meet this person for like 1 or 2 hours, that's all. But here you're living with them continuously. And there are so many things that they do that can really irritate you because you've never seen. You come from a different background and they come from a different background. So even ours was a love marriage itself. But I am a very clean person. He's a very, very disorganized person, doesn't keep even his clothes inside the cupboard properly. So such kind of small things is itself enough for us to have a big fight. We have very different lifestyles, different upbringing, and it becomes so difficult to adjust with each other. On top of that, his parents, if you're living in the same house, they will have 100 expectations from you. You dress this way, you eat this way, you cook this way, you behave this way. So many things that you can't really explain or express to them, so you end up showing it on your partner. So as you saw in the video, basically there are so many reasons why two people can fight. But the fights are really different between married people and those who are dating. And in any relationship for that matter, the various reasons behind why people fight is, firstly, because you come from two different worlds. Your upbringing is different. What you have observed from your childhood is very different. The way in which your parents interact with each other is different. So we observe all these relationships and bring the same when we have a relationship with another person. So initially, you might be completely aloof as to what is exactly happening. Why am I not being understood? The main reason behind that is, well, you come from different worlds and it takes some time and effort to understand each other's world, build some sort of compromises, some sort of understanding to ensure that your fights reduce a bit. And another major reason why two people fight is because of contrasting personalities as well. One of them might be an extroverted person or a person who really wants to have everything in a conversation form. But on the other hand, the other person could be very silent and very introverted, and maybe they won't be able to articulate everything that they're feeling. And imagine these two people are together. Of course, there's going to be a lot of fights because they are having contrasting personalities. And another major reason why two people can fight is because of assumptions and labels. So, whenever you initially start dating somebody, or even when you're married in the first few days, you are very alert. So you observe everything about this person, and you might have noted down certain points, right? And say for example, the person is very organized and they keep everything in a particular place. So okay, this person is organized. So like this, we have multiple labels and assumptions that we have of this other person. Say in the very first fight, you would have used terms like, oh, you're very manipulative, oh, you're very controlling. So the person might always, feel that, okay, you're controlling, you're manipulative. So they've put this indirect labels on you without even realizing, and they kind of judge you or assess you or even assume sometimes certain scenarios. So every single fight that you have with your partner, you're taking in some information, you're adding some labels on them, and you basically carry these labels and assumptions in every single fight. So maybe in the first fight, you felt that this person is a little bit selfish. So now you have put this label of selfish on your partner, and every time you have a fight, you basically have this assumption and you put this label on them. So this, when it is there for a longer period of time, say you're dating for 8 years or you're married for 8 years, so you already have a lot of preconceived notions about your partner, and you always imagine them to be this. You don't really see them without the labels. And at times that could be one of the major reasons why two people can fight. And I would say another major reason why two people can fight is the expectations and how things are shown in movies and TV shows. A lot of girls watch Korean drama, or we are a fan of rom-com movies. So we often expect our partners to also be like that rom-com hero. You want a fancy proposal, or you want to basically talk about your love story or about your marriage. You have a lot of ideas about how things have to be, and we are in the day and age of social media. So of course, when people post any picture, we also want that same fairy tale kind of pictures in our wedding or our dating pictures. So it creates a big bar of expectations, and in reality maybe our partner is not that well off, or probably they're not really comfortable in front of camera, they're very shy, or they're very private as people. So imagine now these two people are together. Of course there's going to be a lot of fights and arguments. There are multiple reasons why two people can fight, but it's very important for us to understand the reason behind it, because every fight teaches you something about the other person. It helps you to come a little closer to their world. So when two people fight, it's actually a healthy sign, because you're trying to understand each other's world. But sometimes when these fights become a little too much, wherein you feel like, okay, they're not at all understanding. No matter what we do, this person is constantly complaining, cribbing, not, even understanding the efforts that is being put by you. At that point of time, I would say that maybe, take a couples counseling session to understand a little about each other's world, because when you're fighting, it's just you and that other person in front of you. And if you have a third person's perspective, sometimes it can really help in, understanding each other in a much better manner. So it's not you versus him, it's you versus the particular situation. So always remember that, and I hope this video was helpful, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and do hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.